are those people that encouraged me to go see The Materialist, because we need to talk if we can continue our friendship. I'm just saying. Went last night, and The Materialist stars Dakota Johnson, Pedro Pascal, and Chris Evans. And, I was very, very excited about seeing this film. And one of the main reasons why I was so excited is because of Celine Song. And I loved her film Past Lives. It was one of my favorites of that year. But this week we got to talk. Now, let's start with the story itself. There could have been something there. I mean, like, honestly, I kept wanting to say it's a good story, but it just missed the mark so much for me in so many ways. Specifically, the dialogue. The dialogue threw me so much. I thought the dialogue was like, who the fuck talks like this, number one. And the other piece that I hated about this film is that the dialogue was trying to be used to narrate and tell you what the fuck is going on. I don't need that. I don't need for you to continually explain a plot line to me. I'm smart enough to be intrigued and try to figure things out on my own. It was very off-putting, and I'm not going to lie, it felt very written by AI. I know I don't want to say that because I love Celine Song. I think she is wonderful. I just was not feeling the plot and dialogue and the storyline the way that it was put together. There were some things that were just like, whatever, like, okay. Now, specifically parts of the storyline that just weren't great was that they wanted me to believe that there was some sort of connection between Dakota Johnson's character and Chris Evans. There was no on-screen chemistry whatsoever between these two people. Didn't believe it. And that's going to take me into the overall acting. Why does Dakota Johnson keep getting roles? Like, she is not a good actress. I don't care. I don't understand. She is so stiff, robotic in her delivery. I don't believe anything that she says. Her and Chris Evans thing itself was just like, it came off so cold. I wasn't getting emotion. I didn't sense that she even believed this story. Pedro Pascal was okay in the beginning, and then it went sideways with the whole leg thing. I just, like, it's Pedro Pascal. Like, come on. Then let's get into the cinematography. This is the redeeming thing about this. There are some beautiful shots. There are some moments within the film where I was like, okay, this looks gorgeous. There's one specific scene where Dakota Johnson's character goes to the home of a client of hers, and it's kind of like a moment where this girl's scared and Dakota Johnson comes, and they're in the kitchen together. It's a beautifully shot scene, and if you've seen the movie or if you're going to see it, take a look at that. And there were some other really great moments. And then let's talk about the costume design. So you want us to believe that she lives in New York City making $80,000 a year, but she's wearing some clothing that's supposed to look like she's poor, or that she doesn't have a lot of money because it's kind of frumpy and mumsy. But you could tell, it's probably designer stuff. You know what I mean? But overall, the whole costume designing of it leaned too much into us making, or trying to make us believe that she's like a regular girl. And I think you could do that with trying to make her look a little trendy. I mean, she lives in New York City, and she looked mumsy. She looked like she was dressing like she was a 60-year-old woman. So, again, not believable. There were a lot of flaws in this film, and I understand there's a lot of people that liked it. It was not a rom-com. There were no comedic moments in this, so stop calling it a rom-com. It's a drama. It's supposed to be a drama. And the biggest piece of this entire film that pissed me off was, spoiler alert, so if you didn't see the film, or you don't care, then you can listen on. But the end of the film, she picks the poor guy. Like, can we have a film where a girl can be selfish, like, and be a little realistic about being happy in life? Like, why do we have to suffer? You know? I'm just saying, why do we have to suffer? And I could believe, and you know what? It wouldn't have been so sour for me if I even believed of the chemistry between her and Chris Evans' character. I actually thought she had more chemistry with Pedro Pascal's character. So I didn't understand the handshaking thing when they broke. Like, it was so. I felt like, and I actually called my sister after we watched the movie together. I go, it's just an upgrade of a Hallmark movie. Like, this could have went straight to Tubi. And my sister's like, yeah, all they need is like that, the snow and them, stranded in a house or something. Like, that's how it felt. It did not feel like it needed to be a big on-screen film. And I'm sorry, Celine Song, because I wanted to love this so much. And the only reason why I even went to go see it is because of Celine Song, because I am not a Dakota Johnson fan whatsoever. I'm giving it a 1.5 out of 5 stars. I don't know. Come for me.